Welcome back to another episode of your favorite sports show, the Herd Huddle. Today, Coach Naron and Coach Garcia are going to give us updates on our remaining spring sports. Then Coach Garcia is going to stick around a little bit to talk to us more about softball.
What's up, Herd Nation? Softball will be finishing up their season this week. The game this Friday has been moved to Thursday, April 17th at 4:30. Congratulations to Aslan, Taylor, Grayson, Sol, Natalia, and Eliana, who competed at the area track meet. Even though the season came to an end early, we are still so proud of you all. Tennis has their big district tournament on April 28th and 29th. They will also be competing in Lubbock this weekend. Good luck to all of our athletes as the end of their seasons come to a close. Make sure you go out and watch and support all of our athletes. Go Herd.
Welcome back, Herd fans. Good to see you this week. Over the weekend, we had two boy athletes qualify for the area from the area track meet to the regional track meet. We had Bricks Machen qualify in the high jump. He high jumped 6'6", came in second. And then we had Isaac Dominguez coming back from a tough injury, was able to go out there and win the 110 hurdles for the boys, and both will be competing at the regional track meet this weekend in Lubbock. Baseball is coming down to the final games of the season. We're currently tied in fourth place with Randall. We'll go to Perryton and we'll host Randall this week, and we'll wrap up next week with Dumas and Canyon. So we hope to see you out at the field. Go Herd.
Coach Garcia, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You just came off of a win against Borger. Congratulations on that. And now tomorrow you're on the road to Perryton.
Yes,
so good luck to y'all as y'all head, all the way up there to Perryton. We're excited for y'all. Coach Garcia. So not many of us know, but you're actually part of the founding group of people that started softball here at Hereford ISD back in 1998. Can you tell us a little bit about that and just how you've come full circle to where you are today?
Well, back in the day in 98, I was doing my student teaching, and part of it, was going into the coaching part of it because that's what I wanted to do. And as I was doing my student teaching in the classroom, the club part of softball, where you have to actually show that there is a number of kids interested and that you can hold a team with several girls. We had to be like a pre-qualification, so to say, in order for them to sanction us as far as a softball team. So that initial program in 98, we did it out at Kids Inc. We didn't have a field or anything like that. And who headed it up was Jack Fox. He was the first head softball coach here in Hereford. And as that progressed, that fall I got hired as a coach, and one of the positions was assistant softball. So a couple of years after that, Penny Summers then became the head coach. And then in 2001-2002 season is when I became the head coach, and I was there till about 2008.
It's nice to see you've come full circle all the way now to where you're the athletic director and not only being able to help your softball team, but just all of our girls' sports. And so we're lucky to have you here.
Thank you.
So kind of getting into your season a little bit, how has this been? What are some major standout points that you've seen from your athletes?
I think with everything, that the one thing I've really been proud of them is not giving up. It's hard whenever kids make mistakes and trying to work through that, knowing that I should have done this or I could have done that. And the mental aspect of the game, I feel like they've developed a stronger mental aspect of it. And we're still working through that because there are some days that, you try as hard as you can and things just don't work out as you want them to. Just knowing that as long as you try and not give up and continue to do the best you can, that's all we're asking for, just the competitive part. In the end, we'll evaluate, we'll grow, we'll find something to help them. But as far as that goes, just the not giving up part, I'm really proud of them for that.
Well, it's great to have a leader that can kind of just tone in on those, aspects that need to be worked on and just really help them grow just throughout the season. So also kind of talking about that, what are some major challenges y'all have seen this season and how have you overcome them? Just besides this, the mental aspect, we've had weather all year long that has been crazy, games that have been rescheduled, things like that.
Yes, I think I've heard all coaches say this. I mean, we are in a really tough district. We have, the Canyon schools, Dumas is pretty stout. They're in the lead right now with no losses in district. And just having the girls know that a lot of these girls play, during the summer, all year round, and competing with kids that get lessons, something that we're not really used to. But we're evolving. Those girls are trying to do what's best and trying to work hard even after hours. And that's the kind of things that we need and foresee for our girls here to develop just as other schools. But for sure, the competition is very, very strong. I know that any one of the teams and the top 4 teams that get out of district in this area, they'll go in 2-3 rounds deep because of how strong our district is.
Well, what a better way for our athletes just to gain experience than playing the best of the best. Our district is strong across all of our sports, but our athletes are up there competing as well. So, we're proud of them and proud of your girls too for just sticking in there.
Yes, ma'am, we are too. So,
are there any standout players that have really just stepped it up this year that have shown true leadership and just have kind of gone above and beyond?
Mallory Enriquez, in the forefront, whatever we've asked her to do, she's done. And we're very proud of her for that. We have our freshman girls who have stepped up, our juniors with their leadership. It's an all-around team effort that we look at, and they get along so well. We have such a good group of girls, and we're really proud that they help each other, support each other, and are there for each other. And that is just an important component of just team camaraderie. So we've been really, really blessed to have that this year.
Well, it's great to have, especially in these really just team sports, those girls that can just really work well together and, just build off of each other, work with each other, things like that. So it's nice to hear that we have such a strong softball team all the way from the freshmen to the seniors. So, Coach Garcia, you've been a softball coach for a long time. Where have you gotten all of your softball expertise? Where did this love for this sport come from?
Oh, definitely my dad. My dad has coached me since I was in T-ball, and shout out to him. He was actually on the 1964 state semifinal team here in Hereford. He graduated from Hereford. So all his knowledge, when he played, when he coached all of us, I have 3 sisters and he's coached all of us, everything that I've learned is through him. And I've been very blessed to have him just, show support. He's always at my games. And just, the knowledge that he has is overwhelming and is so abundant that, we talk softball all the time, just what he thinks. And that's important to me, because maybe I'm not seeing something or my assistants aren't seeing something. So he's been a real big part of my life as far as softball goes, and the passion's there because he's the one that instilled it in us. And as far as being competitive, he's very competitive, and he's instilled that in all of us. So I wouldn't be at where I am today without him.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And again, thank you for coming on our show today. Is there anything you'd like to say to Herd fans before we close out today's episode?
Oh, I love our community. I love the support that we get in anything that we do. And come out and continue to support. We love y'all to come out and watch everybody compete in whatever sport we're in. We really, really do appreciate all the love that our community gives us.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach Garcia, and we'll see you next week on our next episode.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and share so more people can tune in and learn more about our Herd sports and our coaches. Catch us next time when we talk to Coach Davis about baseball and how their season is going. And as always, go out and support all of our athletes in their upcoming competitions. Go Herd!